Death Proof movie review by Andres Baca. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know. Show me the love. Please like, please subscribe, and please leave a comment letting me know. Have you watched the entire Robert Rodriguez / Quentin Tarantino Grindhouse experience? And if so, what do you think of it? And please share this video with your friends and anywhere else you think there will be an audience for it. This is my review of the 2007 movie Death Proof, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. First thing I want to say is that I was saddened to hear about Tarantino's relationship with his dad and his mom. I wish Tarantino and his dad would have made up before his dad died. I'm not sure if Quentin reconciled with his dad, but it made me sad to hear about it. Another story that made me sad is a promise Tarantino made when he was little not to share his fortune with his mother. I don't want to judge Tarantino or his parents, but it makes me sad and I wish all of them would reconcile. I don't have a perfect relationship with my parents, so I shouldn't judge, but still it makes me sad that Tarantino has such a strained relationship with his mom and dad and wish it was better. Mr. Tarantino, if you watch this video, I plead with you, please try to patch things up with your mother. And even though your father has passed away, please find it in your heart to forgive him and visit his grave from time to time. Now back to the issue at hand. Death Proof 2 was Death Proof, was part 2 of Grindhouse, a double feature connected to Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror. A full Grindhouse experience, including unique Grindhouse trailers, especially made for this experience. For that experience, I give Grindhouse 4 out of 4 stars. One of the best times I've ever had at the movie theater. Death Proof Part 2 of Grindhouse is an incredibly underrated, excellent slasher horror film with Kurt Russell as stuntman Mike, an unusually charming boogeyman who stalks and kills women by crashing into their car with his car. Some of the profanity in this film is excessive, and the reason why I give it a 3.5 out of 4 stars instead of 4 stars. But other than that and some other issues, it's a great film. Some standouts are Kurt Russell's performance as stuntman Mike. I never imagined Russell could be so great as he is in this film. It's one of his best performances. Tracy Toms, I think her name is said, is like a female Samuel L. Jackson and gives one of the best performances in any Tarantino film and in any film as Kim. She's sassy, smart, witty, beautiful, sexy, and tough, and an excellent driver to boot, and has some excellent dialogue and monologues. I wish I could see her in more films. She has a movie star quality. Her performance was certainly worthy of an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, and she does have a movie star quality, which I think could be seen in more films. And I think Tarantino should cast her in another film also. Zoe Bell, but it's sad I haven't seen her in more films. Zoe Bell, the stunt woman turned actress, gives a surprisingly good performance as herself in the film. There's virtually no false notes in her performance. Plus, the stunts she performs climbing on top of the hood of the car, that's her, and that's incredible. I think an actor's or an actress's performances should be judged as a whole, not just the dialogue scenes, but everything else, including the action sequences. As such, I believe Uma's performance in the Kill Bill movies, including her great action sequences, is one of the great performances in film, as is Samuel L. Jackson's performances in the Star Wars prequels. Because it's not just about the dialogue, but also about the physicality and how well the actor performs the action sequences. All the other performances are solid, including Vanessa Ferlito as Arlene. There are two groups of women in the film. Both are very interesting and boy crazy, and the dialogue sounds just like the dialogue we would hear groups of women speak when they are together. Not all women speak this way, but some do. The stunts and car chases are also excellent. No computer generated imagery was used in the film, and it shows. Some breathtaking chases, all caught on camera, and some of the crashes in the film and the deaths are the most realistic I've seen on film. Sorry. Greg Nicotero did some of the practical effects, and he did a bang up job. Incredible stuff. There needs to be more special effects done like this, how they are in Death Proof. Even though it may be more expensive to film, it pays off in the long run, and the cult following the movie can potentially attain, and the long term profits and fame and critical success are great and can lead to more people watching a film in the long run. Therefore, practical effects in films are an excellent investment. Yes. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is adorable in the film as the actress in a cheerleader role called Lee. Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan in Star Wars, is very blessed to be married to her. One of the only things that was bad about the film is that the ladies in the second group potentially threw Lee to the shark who could rape her. That storyline is never followed up on. We never learned what happened with Lee. I would have liked to learn what happened with her after and what the ladies did in response. But Tarantino is famous for letting his characters take over and not judging them morally. We can judge them morally, but they don't necessarily behave morally. That makes the movie more realistic. Yes, but I still question the realism in these women knowing how men can be and knowing how these women are leaving Lee to a man who could potentially rape her. Some of the music in the film is great, typical for a Tarantino movie, and I love the song Down in Mexico by the Coasters. Way down in Mexicali, there was a cat with a red. He got a red bandana and a tough accent, and he's a guy with a cat with a pig cat named Joe. Oh, he was red Mexico, down in Mexico. It's a beautiful song, yes. And he makes me fall in love with music. Yes, Tarantino. Yes, and I can't. I hope he makes more movies. Yes, other than the last one that he plans to make. In the Grindhouse version of the film cuts away at key moments, causing a lot of laughter in the audience. And this was funny, hilarious. Yes, this actually happened with some exploitation films because projectionists sometimes cut out sexy scenes and other scenes they saw as great to keep for their own use. The movie has a satisfying and at times funny finish, and as usual, I find Tarantino's movie here many times funnier than most comedies out there. I think he should never retire. He's too young, and Spielberg still makes great films at his great old age, like the film The Fablemans and the Ready Player One. Yes, and so did Kurosawa with films like Ron. Yes. Overall, I give Death Proof 3.5 out of 4 stars. Some of the profanity was just a little too much for me. If it wasn't for that, I would have given the movie 4 out of 4 stars. Death Proof certainly is unique. I normally don't like horror films, but sometimes I will watch one that will love and transcends the genre and enjoy, and this falls among the latter. It's one of Tarantino's best films, also. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to be alerted of future videos reviewing movies and books and presenting my own stories. And please like the video and subscribe, show me love, and leave a comment letting me know, have you watched the entire Grindhouse experience, and if so, what do you think of it? And please let me know what other comments you think, what other things you think about my review or about the film. Please let me know. And please share this video with your friends, show me the love, and share this video anywhere else you think there will be an audience for it. Up next, I hope to review either Kill Bill Volume 2 by Tarantino or something else. I also have the novel Flashpoint by Frank Creed and Neuromancer on the horizon. If you like this video, please check out my other reviews of Quentin Tarantino Kill Bill Volume 1 and Pulp Fiction and Tarantino's Jackie Brown available on my YouTube channel, as well as my review of the source material for Blade Runner, the novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. If you like grindhouse or exploitation movies or sci-fi stories with quirky characters, please consider buying my science fiction novels, Phantom Zero and The Swordsman and the Philosopher, now available on Amazon in physical versions, and Capitan Quito and the Barber's Daughter, which are available on Amazon exclusively as digital editions. Phantom Zero is about an unloved, involuntary celibate who travels the universe looking for a woman who will love him, but fails and pilots a giant monster in exchange for access to beautiful women, but his conscience begins to bother him. The Swordsman and the Philosopher is a buddy story about an unlikely duo, an extremely handsome soldier called Sothales who has had disfiguring plastic surgery on himself, and a chubby involuntary celibate named Wallace Mack who has a theory that if you put an ugly guy next to a sufficiently uglier guy, you can even make Quasimodo look like Cary Grant. Wallace Max takes advantage of Soul Thales' disfigurement to contrast himself with Thales and try to get a beautiful woman for himself. Yet Thales, unaware of his disfigurement, is still as arrogant as ever. But meanwhile, an assassin from the future hunts down Thales, and both Thales and Wallace have to learn to work together to fight to save the world and stop an invasion the likes of which mankind has never witnessed, the might of which no military force on Earth can stop. And it's available on Amazon for $9 and as a digital version for 99 cents. And Phantom Zero is available as a physical version for $14. Yes. Capitan Quito available for 99 cents on Amazon exclusively as a digital edition. It's a superhero short story about the world's first cyborg who happens to be a dwarf. The cyborg also has problems with impotence since he has cybernetic parts, and because of this, his wife threatens to leave him. The Barber's Daughter is a love story about a barber whose involuntary celibate customer falls in love with his beautiful daughter. But the barber is hesitant to let the involuntary celibate date his daughter because he considers his customer too ugly, quote unquote, to date his daughter. But the other workers at the barber shop stand against the barber, and the story may pull at your heartstrings and at the barbers towards the end. So please, if you like grindhouse and science fiction, please get Phantom Zero. If you like beautiful women like Lee Vanessa Ferlito and the woman who plays Kim, the black lady, then get Phantom Zero. It has beautiful women in it and action and an adventure like Death Proof, and beautiful women like Mary Elizabeth Winstead and the actress who plays Kim and Vanessa Ferlito, and as two beautiful Chinese women that you may like that are in a love triangle with the hero. Will the hero get one or the other or none of them at all? Yes, he likes both, but who will he end up with? And will he end up with them or none at all? Yes. Please get Phantom Zero available for $14 on Amazon as a physical edition, not as available as digital currently. Yes. And please get Swordsman the Philosopher. If you like Lee, the Mary Elizabeth Winstead character, there's a cute Japanese lady here called Mina Akamashi, and she's the love interest involved in a love triangle with Sol Thales and Wallace Mack and love quadrangle and with another character in the story. Yes. And so if you like beautiful women, please get my stories. And this is available. Swordsman the Philosopher is available for $9 as a physical edition and for 99 cents as a digital edition. And my other stories are available for 99 cents as digital editions, and this is available for $14 as a physical edition. So Jesus loves you. God bless you. Please stay tuned for my future videos, and thank you, and peace out. Romans 10:9.